Hey guys, it's Niner here again, and welcome back to another video, and today we're back in Need for Speed World for the first time in about over a week. So, sorry I haven't done any of these in quite a little while, but today we're back, and we're back with a pretty interesting car. I wasn't honestly expecting this comment. So, our next suggestion is from Rissa Blusk, aka Richard, and he asked to do any Fast and Furious car. So, I'm like, alright, so we have the S15, we have the Skyline, we have the Supra, we have the Lancers, we have almost every Fast and Furious car in this game. I'm trying to think of the easiest one to make because the Eclipse is kind of a pain in the ass to make the vinyl. I'll eventually get around to doing that. But for today, I think we are going to go with a Nissan Silvia S15. So, it's obviously going to be white for now, but we will obviously change the color scheme, and we'll put on the vinyl from, I think it's Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, I think the vinyl was from. So, yeah, that's really awkward if I got that wrong. But, yeah, so we're going to be using the S15, so let's jump straight into the customization. Alrighty, so we're done customizing, and we maxed this car out at C class because I didn't want to go up to B class because it didn't go all the way. So, obviously, well, my rule is if it can't go past a certain mark, then I'm, going to downgrade it until it's maxed out at one class. I'm not going to have it like, 561 overall B class. I want it maxed out at that class just because, OCD, why not? But yeah, so it's $4.99 overall. I basically just have all pro parts on here. So I have all the best ones basically until I get down to the brakes and the tires, obviously. The brakes and tires, they could be better parts, but, I want to max this thing out at C class, so this is what we put together. So I'm going to start not referencing these, but yeah, these are the skill parts. Obviously, if it's going to be an acceleration build or a top speed build, I'm not really going to, do anything different. These are basically all of the mods I put on, basic builds. However, if it's a pursuit build, I'm obviously going to probably put pursuit mods on here, and I'll, showcase that. If I do a drag build, I'll showcase all the drag parts I put on. But as far as just a regular race build, I'm probably going to start not mentioning these just because it should be self-explanatory now. But yeah, just for reference, or just for future reference, these are all of the race mods / skill mods I put on my regular race builds. Alrighty, so now it's time to get into the aftermarket customization, and holy shit, look at how many body kits there are. So, we're going to go with glint wide first. This is a little ricey. I don't think I would do this to my Silvia, just because the back end looks a little weird. However, the front end, it looks alright, but it's a little too much for me. Now this one, I think we're gonna go with this one just because it's a little more clean, and I really do like that one. Then there's Verge, kind of boring, and it looks kind of ugly on the front end. I don't know, I don't really like the exhaust pipe. And then there's Prime, same thing. The exhaust pipe is kind of weird, and it's just kind of bland. It just hides some of the curves that this car offers. And then we have the in-game cash version of glint wide, which I already showed you. Then we have a drag body kit, which is interesting. And yep, the broken spoiler as well. I think you were on the Ford Mustang that we were building a while back. But yeah, and then there's just the regular in-game cash body kit. I think that's not much different. Yeah, it's not much different from the stock body kit. There's Flex, which again, the front end is wow. Okay, and the cop body kit is obviously going to be the body kit that we are going to put on, just with the bull bar at the front. That's really it. And then there's Omni. And yeah, I'm definitely not going with that. Now, if you do happen to look at pictures of the S15, this is probably the closest replica I could get of the spoiler. So, I mean, I know we used the Q-Tech spoiler many times in some other car builds, but you know what? This is the one that suits it the most, so obviously we're going to get this. I'm surprised there wouldn't be any more options than this. There's just a carbon fiber hood, and obviously on the Fast and Furious version of the car, there is no carbon hood, so we're just going to keep it plain, which is less work for me when making the livery. So this took me a little bit to find. These are the rims that they have on the S15. As far as, Google Images goes, these are the rims that are on the S15 Silvia. So, yeah, I mean, they're pretty nice rims as well, so we're going to go ahead and go with these. So obviously there's no neons on the Fast and Furious version of this car, so we're just going to go straight to the lowering kits, and obviously we put on the black tint because, you know, why not? So there's stage 1, stage 2, and then stage 3. I think we're going to go, oh man, stage 3, you know, fuck it, we're going to go with stage 3. I mean, it's the most tempting. I was going to go with stage 2 because based off of the images, the car isn't lowered that much. Like, this is at stock, and this is stage 2, and that, you know, that seems acceptable, but come on. I can't pass up stage 3. It just looks too nice. And finally, with the final feature that we're going to put onto this car as far as, you know, the cosmetic look is the license plate. So I think we're going to go with the JDM license plate. So yeah, we'll pop that on, and you know, it looks nice. So now basically all I'm gonna do is I'm going to repaint the car and do the livery. So just for the future, guys, I'm going to skip me doing all of that stuff just because, I don't know, I think it's boring to watch. We'll buy the license plate in the meantime. But yeah, next time, if you want me to do, like, you know, speeding up the process of me painting the car, be sure to tell me in the comments. But for now, I'll just skip to the final product of this car. Alrighty, so now we're finally done with customizing this absolute beauty. So it took me a little while to do the vinyl on this car. But yeah, like I said, guys, next time, if you guys want me to, you know, do a speed up or something on, you know, the vinyls, on creating the vinyls, I'll be sure to do it. I just thought it was kind of boring just to watch me, you know, paint the car. I'm like, I don't think people would watch all the way through, so I'm like, you know what, I'll just skip to me, finished, all done with this car. So yeah, there we go, there's a vinyl. I'm not going to add all of the bumper stickers on the hood because I know there's a ton of like car part advertisements on the hood of the car, but I think we're just gonna keep it with just the main livery of the Fast and Furious Sylvia. So yeah, since we can't really drift around since there's no drift mode in this game, we'll take this thing into a race and we'll see how it performs. Alrighty guys, so now we are back in an event, and let's see this thing take off, and holy shit, yeah. This is taking off pretty fast. We're already at 100 within 6 seconds. That's fucking nuts. But yeah, I remember this car before classes came in, because before classes came in, there was Tier 1 and Tier 2 and Tier 3. Tier 3 being the like Lamborghinis and stuff. Tier 2 being, you know, the Porsche Cayman, and the Tier 1 being, you know, cars like this and the 240SX. This used to be the Tier 1 king, and rightfully so. This thing is flying, and also the handling on it, it's alright. It's just, you know, I don't really know how to drive this car, so I mean, it does have some pretty good handling. It's just a whole lot more stiff than a lot of other cars. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting this thing to fly this fast. We're going 170, and this thing is a C-Class car. And I think this is the top speed of the car is 170, because we're not going any faster than 170. And now we're going up a slight hill, so I don't think we're gonna really get much more than 170 going up this. And let's go around this corner full throttle. Okay, yeah, don't worry, I'll take every other corner just perfect. Just watch my racing line. It's so perfect. Boom! Look at, okay, yeah, okay, I could have taken that a lot better. I'll say that about every damn corner I go through. But anyway, we finished first because, of course, the AI is just that bad in this game. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and tell me in the comments what you want me to build in a future episode. Next time, I'll probably build another Need for Speed car because I haven't done that in a little while. So, yeah, like the video if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.